Welcome to Motive Mystery, where the wisdom of the ages meets the challenges of today. In this video, we delve into the life and legacy of Francis Bacon, an eminent philosopher, statesman, scientist, and author. Born in 1561 in London, Bacon was a key figure in the scientific revolution, advocating for the empirical method that laid the groundwork for modern scientific inquiry. Bacon's contributions extended beyond science. He was deeply involved in politics, ascending to the roles of Attorney General and Lord Chancellor. Despite his political downfall due to accusations of corruption, his intellectual legacy continued to flourish. His philosophical works, including Novum Organum and The Advancement of Learning, challenge traditional Aristotelian thought and highlight his belief in the transformative power of science. Bacon's essays are revered for their concise, aphoristic style, offering profound reflections on a range of topics from truth to death, love to ambition. Francis Bacon's enduring influence on both scientific methodology and philosophical discourse cements his status as a pivotal figure in Western history. Some books should be tasted, some devoured, but only a few should be chewed and digested thoroughly. Francis Bacon, a Renaissance philosopher and statesman, profoundly influenced knowledge and learning. His approach to reading was marked by depth and discernment. This quote suggests a discerning approach to reading: taste many, deeply engage with some, and thoroughly internalize a few. It's a metaphor for the depth of understanding and the selective process of learning. In today's information-saturated world, Bacon's words resonate strongly. Being selective in our reading habits encourages a balance of broad exploration and deep engagement with enriching ideas. If a man will begin with certainties, he shall end in doubts. But if he will be content to begin with doubts, he shall end in certainties. Francis Bacon emphasized the importance of skeptical inquiry in the pursuit of knowledge. He challenged the notion of accepting truths without questioning. This quote reflects Bacon's belief in the scientific method, which begins with questioning and leads to more reliable conclusions. In an era where information is readily available, Bacon's words remind us to critically evaluate and question before accepting ideas as truths. Hope is a good breakfast, but it is a bad supper. Francis Bacon recognized the dual nature of hope as a motivator and a potential source of disappointment. This quote underlines the importance of starting the day with hope, but not relying solely on it to carry us through. In modern life, it serves as a reminder to balance optimism with realism and take proactive steps towards our goals. A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds. Bacon's observation highlights the proactive nature of wisdom in creating opportunities rather than passively waiting for them. This quote encourages taking initiative and being resourceful in life's journey. It resonates today as a call to embrace creativity and innovation to overcome challenges and achieve success. Read not to contradict and confute, nor to believe and take for granted, nor to find talk and discourse, but to weigh and consider. Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. That is, some books are to be read only in parts, others to be read, but not curiously, and some few to be read wholly, and with diligence and attention. Francis Bacon advocated for a discerning approach to reading, emphasizing the importance of critical thinking over mere consumption of information. This quote inspires us to engage with literature in a way that enriches our understanding, suggesting that not all reading should be approached in the same manner. In today's digital age, it reminds us of the value of deep reading and reflection in an era often dominated by superficial browsing. There is no exquisite beauty without some strangeness in the proportion. Bacon appreciated the unconventional aspects of beauty, recognizing that true beauty often lies in the unique and the unusual. This quote challenges the traditional notions of beauty, encouraging us to find beauty in the imperfections and irregularities. It resonates in the modern context, advocating for a broader and more inclusive understanding of what constitutes beauty. Imagination was given to man to compensate him for what he is not, a sense of humor to console him for what he is. Bacon saw imagination as a tool to transcend human limitations, and humor as a means to cope with our reality. This quote reflects the idea that our mental faculties are not just for understanding the world, but also for creating joy and resilience in our lives. It speaks to the contemporary understanding that creativity and humor are essential for mental well-being and navigating life's complexities. Begin doing what you want to do now. We are not living in eternity. We have only this moment, sparkling like a star in our hand and melting like a snowflake. Bacon emphasized the fleeting nature of time and the importance of seizing the present moment. This quote inspires us to take action and live in the now, valuing each moment as a precious and transient opportunity. In today's fast-paced world, it reminds us to appreciate and make the most of the time we have. Man prefers to believe what he prefers to be true. Bacon recognized the human tendency to conform beliefs to personal preferences or biases. This quote challenges us to critically examine our beliefs and be open to objective truth, rather than merely embracing what is comfortable or familiar. It highlights the importance of intellectual honesty and the pursuit of truth in our thoughts and beliefs. Age appears best in four things: old wood to burn, old wine to drink, old friends to trust, and old authors to read. Bacon celebrated the value and richness that come with age in various aspects of life. This quote is a testament to the appreciation of maturity, whether in friendships, literature, or the finer things in life. It encourages us to recognize and cherish the depth and wisdom that often accompany time and experience. Money is a great servant but a bad master. Bacon acknowledged the utility of money when used wisely, but warned against its potential to control and corrupt. This quote advocates for a balanced perspective towards wealth, emphasizing its role as a tool rather than an end goal. In our modern society, it serves as a reminder to prioritize our values and integrity over material gains. Wonder is the seed of knowledge. Bacon emphasized the importance of curiosity and questioning as the starting point for gaining knowledge. This quote inspires us to embrace a sense of wonder, understanding that it leads to deeper insights and discoveries. In our current era, it encourages continuous learning and exploration to expand our understanding. It is a sad fate for a man to die too well known to everybody else, and still unknown to himself. Bacon reflected on the tragedy of not understanding one's true self, despite public recognition. This quote reminds us of the importance of self-awareness and personal understanding over external validation. It encourages introspection and the pursuit of genuine self-knowledge in our lives. The job of the artist is always to deepen the mystery. Bacon recognized the role of artists in adding depth and complexity to the world. This quote celebrates the unique ability of art to evoke questions and provoke thought. It highlights the value of art in enriching our understanding and challenging our perceptions. In order for the light to shine so brightly, the darkness must be present. Bacon acknowledged the necessity of contrasting elements in life for true beauty and enlightenment. This quote is a metaphor for the balance of opposites and the interplay of light and darkness in our experiences. It inspires us to appreciate the full spectrum of life's experiences, recognizing that challenges often lead to growth and illumination. Reading maketh a full man, and writing an exact man. And therefore, if a man write little, he need have a present wit, and if he read little, he need have much cunning to seem to know which he doth not. Bacon emphasized the integral roles of reading and writing in developing intellect and wisdom. This quote highlights the importance of both absorbing knowledge and expressing ideas for intellectual growth. It encourages a balance of learning and creative expression as key to understanding and wisdom. Ipsa scientia potestas est, knowledge itself is power. This famous statement by Bacon underscores the empowering nature of knowledge. The quote asserts that knowledge is a fundamental source of power and influence. It reflects the idea that informed understanding equips individuals to navigate and shape their world. It is impossible to love and be wise. Bacon touches on the often irrational nature of love and its conflict with reason. This quote suggests that love often defies logical thinking and can cloud judgment. It invites contemplation on the complexities of human emotions and their impact on our decision-making. Read not to contradict and confute, nor to believe and take for granted, but to weigh and consider. Bacon advocated for critical and thoughtful reading, beyond mere acceptance or rejection. This quote emphasizes the importance of contemplation and analysis in understanding literature and ideas. It suggests that the goal of reading should be to engage deeply and reflectively with content. In taking revenge, a man is but even with his enemy, but in passing it over, he is superior. Bacon reflects on the nature of revenge and forgiveness. This quote underlines the idea that true strength lies in overcoming the desire for retribution. It promotes the notion of moral superiority in forgiveness and the transcendence of petty conflicts. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Bacon metaphorically explores the roles individuals can play in disseminating knowledge and wisdom. This quote suggests that one can either be a source of enlightenment or an instrument to spread it. It highlights the value of both original thought and the ability to share and amplify others' ideas. Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. That is, some books are to be read only in parts, others to be read, but not curiously, and some few are to be read wholly, and with diligence and attention. Bacon expresses his philosophy on reading and its different approaches. This quote emphasizes the varying depths with which literature can be engaged. It encourages discernment in choosing how to read different types of books. If we are to achieve things never before accomplished, we must employ methods never before attempted. Bacon highlights the need for innovation and experimentation. This quote underlines the importance of venturing into uncharted territories in pursuit of progress. It encourages thinking outside the box and exploring new methodologies. The general root of superstition, namely, that men observe when things hit, and not when they miss, and commit to memory the one, and forget and pass over the other. Bacon addresses the cognitive bias that leads to superstition. This quote reveals how selective observation can lead to erroneous beliefs. It underscores the importance of comprehensive observation and critical thinking. The less people speak of their greatness, the more we think of it. Bacon reflects on the nature of humility and reputation. This quote suggests that true greatness often lies in understatement and modesty. It highlights the impact of letting one's actions speak louder than words. Champagne for my real friends, real pain for my sham friends. Bacon wittily comments on the nature of friendship and loyalty. This quote emphasizes the distinction between true friends who deserve celebration and false friends who merit no such regard. It conveys a message about the value of sincerity and integrity in relationships. God has, in fact, written 2 books, not just one. Of course, we are all familiar with the first book he wrote, namely Scripture. But he has written a second book called Creation. Bacon offers a perspective on the relationship between religion and the natural world. This quote underlines the idea that both Scripture and nature are expressions of divine wisdom. It suggests a harmony between faith and scientific observation. Philosophy, when superficially studied, excites doubt; when thoroughly explored, it dispels it. Bacon comments on the depth and impact of philosophical study. This quote highlights that a cursory study of philosophy may raise more questions, but a deeper understanding brings clarity. It suggests the value of persistence and thoroughness in intellectual pursuits. There is no comparison between that which is lost by not succeeding and that which is lost by not trying. Bacon reflects on the consequences of inaction versus the risks of failure. This quote emphasizes that the loss from not attempting is far greater than the loss from not achieving success. It advocates for the importance of taking action and embracing the potential for failure. Reading maketh a full man, conference a ready man, and writing an exact man. Bacon elucidates the benefits of different intellectual activities. This quote illustrates how reading enriches knowledge, discussion sharpens wit, and writing fosters precision. It encapsulates the holistic development of intellect through diverse learning processes. Appreciation for joining our journey.